Now, let me run you guys through what I've got going on here, because it looks a little confusing and like, what the hell? So, as I said before, one connector out of the front body control, the front VC battery control module, and then the front body control module has 2 connectors undone. Now, I did do the research in advance before I unplugged these to determine what all those other wires that I'm not bypassing in this car are. And I will say that most of them are not going to affect the vehicle condition or the MCU from powering up. So that is why I completely unplugged them. I do not want to be fishing power directly into the control units, because if those are E-fused and I go over voltage or under voltage, I could blow something, and that's not what we want to do here. We're just trying to prove out the fault. So I'm going to explain to you why exactly my thought process led to doing this test. So the front main MCU, which is this bad boy right here, has a bunch of coaxials and stuff like that feed all of the media entertainment screens in the vehicle, to include the rear HVAC one behind the rear center console as well. So what I'm going to try and do is essentially bypass every power in the vehicle that powers up that main car computer. Now, all I'm trying to do is get that thing to power on the infotainment screens. That'll prove out 90% of what's wrong with this car, which is the infotainment screens don't power up, meaning we can't really do anything to this vehicle. So I've got my meter set up here. It's hooked up in line with my power probe. I've got my power probe jumped out to power here, and I have it fed all the way over and into this little fucking system here, where I jump out and into my main autopilot voltage to the MCU, which is in pin number 3 on this connector. And then these 2 connectors, I bypass the 2 high-end powers from the front body control module to the MCU. And then on this side, I've also done the same exact thing and bypassed both those powers to the MCU. Now, since all the control modules are unplugged, theoretically, all I'm doing is jumping power to that control unit, and that should power on, and the dashboard should light up. Now, let's see if I am correct in assuming so. There's 15 volts. That's what I like to see. Awesome. Power probe's telling me that it's outputting battery voltage. Sweet. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Walk over to the vehicle here. Of course, nothing yet. It's going to take a little bit. Alright, yeah, as you can see, there's one light in the MCU. We're going to give this thing a couple of minutes to power on, and let's see what we got. Alrighty, there's the MCU final power up signal call. Now we should see the Tesla emblem pop up here shortly. There it is.